Go now and buy your fuel and then keep it there in your home, because from July 1, you will be expecting the price of a litre of petrol in Lagos 600 naira, outside Lagos 610 naira, while those in northern states will be expecting to buy their litre of petrol at the rate of 700 naira and above. During the inaugural speech of the president-elect of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on that Monday, May 29, 2023, he made it open and clear to every Nigerian that from July 1, 2023, that the price of petroleum will surely rise to 700 naira per litre. Today, Punch made an interview with the National Controller Operations of Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria in the person of Mike Osatuyi, who responded to them that from July 2023, which we have some days now to see ourselves into it, that the price of petroleum will surely rise to 700 naira and above. No more 700 naira, rather 700 naira and above. Now, this Mike Osatuyi said that there are some things that they have to put into consideration before announcing the official price of a litre of petrol in our country, Nigeria. Those three things are: the first one is the exchange rate, that the exchange rate should be put into consideration before announcing the official price of a litre of petrol. The next is the current crude price at the international market. And then the last one is the landing cost. And now this Mike Osatuyi, who is the national controller, is telling all the Nigerians that for those residing in Lagos, that they may be liable to be buying a litre of petrol at the rate of 600 naira. Then for those residing in the northern area of Nigeria, they are liable to be buying a litre of petrol 700 naira and above, while those residing outside Lagos will be buying a litre of petrol from 610 naira and above. That after considering all these things, that will lead to a skyrocket in the price of fuel in our country, Nigeria. Now he is saying that three marketers have agreed to start bringing in petrol from the month of July. So when they bring all this petrol into our country, that is now when we will consider the exchange rate, the current crude price at the international market, which will be based on these three marketers who have agreed to be bringing petrol in our country from July, and then the landing cost, that is all the expenses which they have encountered on their way before bringing it to Nigeria. All these things we put into consideration before you can now know the official price of petroleum in our country, Nigeria. This is still June. Some days to come now, we will see ourselves in July. This is still half of the year, and we are seeing all these things. We know that when there will be a removal of fuel subsidy in our country, Nigeria, many persons will surely run into abject poverty. That is what we are about to experience now. Now, can you still ask yourself, all the money that have been mapped out for all these years concerning the fuel subsidy of 18, what have they been done with? What have all these presidents who have ruled Nigeria been doing with all the fuel subsidy that have been mapped out in our country, Nigeria? Always in our budgets, we hear about fuel subsidy, fuel subsidy. What about all these countries that do take their petrol from our country, Nigeria, with the cost of their petrol as well skyrocket? Why does it mean that Nigeria, who supply petrol to some of the countries around us like Ghana, Cameroon and others, we buy our own fuel at higher price, while those from Ghana, Cameroon and others around us are buying it at cheaper prices, while the suppliers are buying at higher rate? What happens? Does it mean that there is another thing that they do to their own petrol before selling it to the Ghanaians and then the Cameroonians? Why Nigerians, we don't do that? What happens? Begin to plan on how to gather petrol, either for your car use or your motorcycle use or for your home use, because it will no more be business as usual. Remember, on that fateful Monday, May 29, 2023, immediately Tinubu announced that there will be a removal of fuel subsidy, people who have fuel that time began to sell at the rate of 500 naira, 600 naira, and now they doubled the price they were selling currently before the announcement. Can you believe me that when this fuel subsidy is removed, that these people will sell at 600 naira, 610 naira, and then 700 naira and above, just as announced by this Mike Osatuyi? What do you have to say based on this?